Hola, soy Lisa, me encuentro en la Galería Fernando Vilchis del Instituto de Artes Plásticas de la Universidad Realizada, donde tengo el gran honor de venir a la exposición de Péter Pócs. Bueno, ¿quién es Péter Pócs? Péter Pócs es un diseñador húngaro que hace cosas increíbles, abarca temas que son impactantes en la sociedad y es de los principales exponentes del cartel contemporáneo. Trata temas políticos y sociales. Bueno, tenemos la gran oportunidad de presentarles a ustedes una gran entrevista con él. Hi Peter, welcome back to Xalapa. Thank you so much for giving us this interview. How does it feel to back in Mexico?
Hi. So, if I could remember, this is the 12th or 11th trip back to Mexico City or Mexico. So it's always a big challenge for me because I interested very much for the Mexican culture and the Mexican lifestyle, the people, the nature.
Okay, I think it's clear your work has its one style beauty. How did you come to use this particular technique in your posters?
Oh yeah, that's very also very old because when my daughter came to home from the kindergarten 92 years ago, I think so maybe 40 years ago, 35 years and years, they showed me the materials, which is tree, not a tree, it's a meal, water and so on, which the kindergarten use for children. So when I saw this material, I said, what is this? And well, Papa, it's the material like black material, so we do something, and after we painted a little bit and light, and it's okay. And yes, it's very, very interesting. Maybe I can use it, but not just to make the material. So okay, that's step by step I use this material, then I really complicated and professional. And maybe cultures or hobbies I painted, made photographs, and the community. But usually what you can see here is not brand material, it's mostly different material, for example clay, and I used wood metal. The first time is very easy, I told you, so the idea came from the kindergarten, and my daughter shared with Papa, and so the last, what is this? And they told Papa, this is not so difficult, this is just a material which contains salt, water, and milk. And after you make the cultures, etc., etc.
Your posters often deal with political and social issues too. How do you decide which topics are important to address? What kind of impact do you try to create on people?
Yeah, so what I decide what I like to do, the situation decide what I have to do. So for example, the situation in politics in the world is crazy. Thinking about, for example, Donald Trump or Vilchis system, for example, which is an aggressor, attack the Ukrainian people, Ukrainian cities, and Donald Trump is a crazy businessman, very politicians, and then the European trials will help finish the war, make peace. We do nothing, just want to make a business with Russia. So it's a very difficult, very important question for the people all over the world. So I of course, I reference in this political message, but not easy. In other case, I forgive, for example, Zelensky, who fighting against the Russian army, save his country. So this is the problem which is always came up. It's a very serious, dangerous something which I have to answer in my art. So anyway, so it's very easy to choose which is the most important question and make something answer with my message, which is a poster. So this exhibition show what happened, for example, in Hungary, what important things, for example, remembering the Mexico 1968, or remembering the Hungarian Revolution, what was my exhibition in Hungary, and what I think about the emigration in Mexico, and others. So, a film festival, that's all. So, not I choose the problems choose me.
How do you think is the future of poster in this digitized era?
So I think so. In my career, started in the 80s, like the 80s. So that time the poster went always into the speed, was close on the speed. End of the 20th century came the digital technology and other tools for the new IDs. So they finished the printing technology, for example, the offset technology, and went to the digital technology. So it's a little different, but the thinking and the graphic designer tools which used before the same. So for example, I like very much the manual things. I do something with my hand, and just finally use a computer and send into the printing house. So I think the mentality and the design level thinking is absolutely same, which was before. Just we changed from the new thinking technology which is the digital. That's all, but it's very good sometimes, but because it's more fast. More fast, so if you want to reference for something, if you have a good idea and you know what you like to do, maybe 5 minutes enough or 10 minutes enough for the poster. It wasn't possible before.
What do you like about Mexican design? Is there something you feel identified with us? Something that makes you say, this is designs with a Mexican in Argentina?
So, I remember when first time I arrived in Mexico City and met with the students, I always tell them and try to explain them why very important to use the cultural background, cultural motives. For example, that time I don't understand why use, for example, for photo model. So why don't they use, for example, the typical Mexican faces, black hair, black eyes, and the motifs. And they told me because it's more fashionable, and I told, no. I think so for your message is much better if you use the Mexican characters, Mexican faces, Mexican colors. So, for example, if you remember my poster which I did for this exhibition, I logically and directly try to use the Mexican colors. But for you as a native, the Mexican motifs, things for the architect, which is very strong and absolutely different. And you can this motifs, you know that they usually use these motifs, which is more interesting and absolutely different by the European or American style. So the color, the motifs from the architect, from the nature, for example, also very important because the nature is absolutely difficult, more colorful, more fresh, like the European. So go back for this unique, absolute Mesoamerican motifs and use this for the poster for your messages. So that's the.
Thank you so much, Peter. It's been fantastic talking with you.
Really?
Hope we can meet again.
Thank you for the report for the conversation. For the because everybody